Hey, welcome guys. In this video I've been doing a review of the Audio-Technica AT-LP60 record player. Now this is the USB model which allows you to connect the record player to your computer and rip your favorite vinyl records and convert them into, say, an MP3 or WAV format, so you can listen to a USB stick or CD later on in a car. There's a non-USB model available as well, but this one in particular we'll be covering is the USB version. So this particular record player is a belt-driven system which is housed underneath the padding and metal plate. Most of the controls are on the front-facing part of the record player. You can have speeds between 33 and 45, as well as a start-stop button, as well as a button to lift the arm with the needle up or down. You also have the option to switch between a 12-inch and 7-inch vinyl record. The switch mechanism is on the top right, closer to where the record actually sits. Included in the box is an adapter for you to place your 7-inch vinyl records on. So once you set it up out of the box, which is pretty straightforward for the most part, you just simply hit the start button and the record player takes control of the rest and just starts playing your record. Now, due to YouTube streaming copyright rules, I can't give you guys a sample of what this sounds like when playing a record, just to listen to that good old analog sound. But it wouldn't make any sense anyway because you guys are listening to YouTube through a digital source anyway. You can consider this a entry-level record player, but you don't want to go anything cheaper than this because those record players tend to kind of skip or scratch when playing sound from your vinyl record. So in regards to sound connectivity, you have some RCA cables attached to the back of the record player, as well as a few adapters included in the box. So you have female RCA to female 3.5mm, female RCA to male 3.5mm, and of course the USB cord which connects to the back, and the other one to your computer. Over on the back is a switch for how to do sound output. So there's a phono preamp if you want to connect it to, say, a stereo system or speakers. And if you want to connect it directly to a computer, for example, you just switch it over to line. So great record player considering its price point. This is an entry-level one, and this is the USB model. It's not the best record player out there. You wouldn't DJ with it, for example. It's not something that'll play as great as more expensive ones, but hey, it does the job, and you can change the needle in the future if you ever have to. Now here's the thing that I found kind of weird. They included this CD in the box, which includes the Audacity free software to help you rip the music from your record or vinyl to the computer. The reason I find that weird is because almost no laptops sold nowadays, especially Ultrabooks, don't have a CD or DVD drive. They should have included a USB stick instead. Now on top of that, the instructions that are provided out of the box are based on Windows XP and Windows 7. I mean, come on, Windows XP, really? We're on Windows 10, it's been a few years, it's been out for now. So non-techie people are going to get very confused by how to use this software and getting the latest version because you're better off going to the internet and downloading this. It's a free software. I don't understand why they didn't just include a link saying, hey, go to this website and download it instead. The other thing is because the instructions are based on older, ancient operating systems, like XP at this point, people who tend to buy records are not that tech savvy. So including software that's out of date and including instructions that are out of date makes it even more difficult for those people to understand, which is not the brightest idea. Now, I do want to mention this. Windows 10 was able to detect the record player easily. It was just plug and play, it recognized the USB device instantly, but for some reason it could not travel the sound from the record to the computer itself. I had no idea what was wrong, so I fiddled with it as a tech head, played with it a lot, and now I ended up having to read a blog from Audio-Technica which helped fix that issue. It's very easy once you find the option, but it's not something I would ever have thought of to select. I'll put a link to that in the video description, but it would have been nice if they included some of the troubleshooting steps in the instruction manual itself. So generally I'm very pleased, but the instructions that are included in here for Windows XP, Windows 7, and no Windows 10 just makes no sense. They also give you a disc with Audacity on it when they should have just given you a USB with it instead. And they would have been nice if they included some troubleshooting steps if the software is not connecting or if the computer is not connecting to the record player receiving audio. Overall, once I did get that fixed, it works fantastic. I've had no problems with it, so definitely worth checking out. So if you guys found this video useful, be sure to check out my social links in the video description. Hit that like button, it does help, subscribe, and thanks for watching.